How do you know that? I did not know that. I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could all rise, which you did. Thank you for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Khan.
Here.
Trustee Minks.
Here.
Trustee Sheba.
Here.
Trustee Phil.
Here.
Trustee Travis.
Here.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
All
Here.
present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. I need an approval of our minutes of our regular meeting from April 25th, 2023.
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of April 25th, 2023.
Second that.
Motion made by Trustee Minks, seconded by Trustee Khan. Any discussions, questions, clarifications? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Special reports, there are none. Public hearings, there are none. Plan Commission reports, we have 4, I believe. They will be presented by Zoe Hydorn, our Community Development Administrator. 5, huh, Zoe?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We had.
Oh, yeah, right. Got it.
All right. Good evening, Mayor, trustees. It's my pleasure to introduce 4 Plan Commission cases tonight. Case PC 2305 is a request by Everclean Car Wash for a special use permit to authorize modifications to an existing car wash at 9120 Waukegan Road, currently operated as Platinum Car Wash. The applicant plans to make various building and site improvements. On April 4th, the Appearance Commission recommended approval of the application with conditions, and on April 6th, the Traffic Safety Commission also recommended approval. Case PC 2306 and PC 2307 are requests for a text amendment to authorize the use of a nonprofit educational institution as a special use in the residential and commercial districts, and a special use permit to authorize a nonprofit educational institution, daycare center, and house of worship at 9233 Shermer Road. The existing Kids Academy Daycare Center and church, jointly operated by St. Luke's United Church of Christ and Korean Art Covenant Church, are operating without a special use permit and have changed in intensity over the past years. No significant changes to those uses are proposed. The new nonprofit educational institution will provide on-site and off-site early childhood education, training, and programs. At the request of the applicant, Lexington Homes, case PC 2308 will be introduced to the board at the next meeting on May 23rd. Case PC 2309 is a request for a special use permit to authorize the construction of a 1,500 square foot restaurant with a drive-through to be operated as a Dunkin' restaurant. The proposed site plan complies with all dimensional requirements of the Unified Development Code. On April 4th, the Appearance Commission recommended approval of the application with conditions, and on April 6th, the Traffic Safety Commission also recommended approval of the application. All 4 of these cases were unanimously recommended for approval by the Plan Commission at a special meeting on Monday, April 24th, with various conditions contained in the draft ordinances to be presented by Trustee Whitko. The applicants and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the board? Hearing none. Thank you very much, Zoe.
Thank you.
Good job. Residents' comments, this is on agenda items only. Agenda items only, residents' comments on agenda items only. Hearing none, I have a few things under my president's report. First of which, I would like to make an appointment of Michael Lukic as our Village of Morton Grove Public Works Director. After our long search, we found Mike, and I think the direction of the village and as well as Public Works will be in a great spot with Mike. So if you don't mind, I need a motion to concur to approve Michael Lukic as the Public Works Director.
So moved.
All right, we have Trustee Minks, and I need a second.
Second.
Second by Trustee Phil. All in voice vote. Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Sheba. Trustee Phil.
I've read Mike's resume, and I just couldn't believe that it wasn't a 10-year resume or a 10 lifetime resume. So I absolutely vote aye.
Trustee Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
The appointment of Michael Lukic
Yep.
for the Director of Public Works passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Mike, if you want to just stand up so people can have a face behind your name now. That's it. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, you can come down for a sec.
Good evening. I guess this is a positive note to be voted unanimously. You know, sometimes you never know how things can go that way. But on that note, Mayor DiMaria and the trustees, I just want to thank you for the vote of confidence. It means a lot to me. But I also what I want to do is appreciate the vote and the position you're providing me in order to provide service to the residents of Morton Grove, as well as starting to work with the village staff here. You know, working and living in the area and reading about the public works staff, it's evident that the staff works very hard here to provide the level of service that it does. And for me now to be a part of that team, I'm thrilled, and I look forward to working with them, leading them, and then maintaining that existing level of service that's out there, but also to start thinking about planning for and building for the future. So on that note, thank you very much, and I look forward to getting to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I want to give a shout out too to Kevin Lochner. Kevin filled in the interim time in that we were in the search. Kevin, thank you very much. I need a favor from you. I need you to take Mike under your wing a little bit. You know, show him how Morton Grove really does things. So, Mike, we're welcome to board, and we're happy to have you.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Phenomenal resume. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you again, Kev. Proclamation National Safe Boating Week. This is a proclamation we've been doing the past few years on the recommendation of one of our residents, William Luckshaw. So I'm going to do the proclamation, and then I'll have Bill come up and talk a little bit more about National Safe Boating Week. Whereas on average 650 people die each year in boating-related accidents in the U.S., 75% of these are fatalities caused by drowning. And whereas the vast majority of these accidents are caused by human error or poor judgment and not by the boat, equipment, or environmental factors. And whereas a significant number of boaters who lose their lives by drowning each year would be alive today had they worn their life jackets. Now, therefore, I, Daniel P. DiMaria, Mayor of the Village of Morton Grove, do hereby proclaim May 20th through 26th, 2023 as National Safe Boating Week and the start of the year-round effort to promote safe boating. Further, I urge all those who boat to practice safe boating habits and wear a life jacket at all times while boating. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the Village of Morton Grove, Daniel P. DiMaria, Village President. Thank you very much for making us aware of this bill, and if you'd like to say a few things, that'd be great.
Thank you, Mayor DiMaria. Yeah, this is a proclamation by the village, and we go to, the Coast Guard Auxiliary goes to various villages. Myself and my wife here, we've been 22-year residents of Morton Grove, and besides that, I've been a Boy Scout, Sea Scout leader for 15 years, and my wife was a teacher and teaching golf school recently. Just to tell you how important this is, for myself included, Lake Michigan is the most dangerous Great Lake, but any body of water could be dangerous. And I'm on boat crew out of Wilmette Harbor, and we always wear our life jackets, And recently, the Wilmette Fire Department is involved with doing patrols and being ready. But I could tell you an example of my own. When I was a young man, 40 years ago, I fell off my sailboat, and the boat sailed away, and luckily I had my life jacket on, and Memorial Day, the water was cold, and a fellow sailor picked me up. And then another example, just 20 years ago, I was on my 35-foot sailboat, and we went out of Belmont, a couple miles out. Here's a guy floundering on his 15-foot sailboat, 27-year-old man. And after an hour, hypothermia was setting in, and we picked him up. We had a doctor on board, and we brought him into Belmont, called an ambulance, and the doctor gave him oxygen for a half an hour to revive this guy. So, wear your life jackets. Stay safe. I know a lot of Morton Grove residents have boats, or if you're out on your own little boat, be safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. Always a good reminder, like smoke detectors. Right, Tom? Ralph? Oh, where's the other Ralph? Then we got everybody. I get it. I do want to give a congratulations to the Lady Crescent 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball team from the MCC Academy as they celebrate history, making regional final wins. This is the first time in the state of Illinois and in the United States, for that matter, that a Muslim school has two different grade levels go to sectionals in state. So, again, congratulations to the MCC Academy girls teams and especially to the coaches, staff, and athletics. It's a nice feather in the cap for your school and your organization as well as for Morton Grove. Upcoming community events and programs, we're going to have an electronic recycling and document destruction event Saturday, May 13th, 9 to 12 at Public Works, which is at 7840 Nagel. Our next neighborhood outreach is Thursday, May 18th, at 6 p.m. at Edison School. First community cleanup event will be May 20th from 9 to 12. I've mentioned this a few times. The meeting point will be the Morton Grove Civic Center to check in, pick up supplies, and a map of a pre-selected cleanup site will be available. You can visit the village website to sign up to participate in that event as well. I do want to just wrap up my report by acknowledging a couple people here. We have a couple of our park commissioners, Paul Minks, Keith White, and I did want to give a special shout out to one of our previous trustees, Mr. Bill Greer, who came back for the swearing in tonight. Billy, it's good to see your face back in Village Hall. And again, congratulations to my fellow board members and all elected officials throughout the state that got elected, as we will now move on to the clerk's report to accept the canvass results in proclamation for the April 4th consolidated election. Clerk?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to present Resolution 2323. The purpose of this resolution is to formally accept, confirm, announce, and record the results of the April 4th, 2023 consolidated election. On April 4th, 2023, consolidated election was held within the Village of Morton Grove. 3 candidates ran for 3 offices of village trustee for a 4-year term. 1 candidate ran 1 office of village trustee for a 2-year term. 2 candidates ran for 2 offices for the library trustee, 6-year term. 1 candidate ran for 1 office for library trustee for a 4-year term, and 1 candidate ran for the office of library trustee for a 2-year term. The Board of Election Commissioners has certified the following canvassing results. The total ballots cast were 1,707. Village trustee Rita Minks had 1,088 votes. John C. Thill had 1,050 votes. Janine Whitko had 1,096 votes. Asher Sheba had 1,180 votes. Library trustee Joanne Pelletier had 1,070 votes. Emily Masajak had 1,124 votes. Mark Anthony Flores had 1,166 votes. Mohammed Azam Hussein had 1,084 votes. This resolution confirms and accepts the certification by the Board of Election Commissioners and proclaims the following newly elected officials. For the village trustee for the Village of Morton Grove, Rita Minks, John C. Thill, and Janine Whitko won the 4-year term. Asher Sheba won the 2-year term. For the library trustee, Village of Morton Grove, Joanne Pelletier and Emily Masajak won a 6-year term. Mark Anthony Flores won a 4-year term, and Mohammed Azam Hussein won a 2-year term. And at this time, I'd appreciate a motion.
I move that we accept Resolution 2323 as presented.
Second.
Motion is made by trustee Travis, second by trustee Minks to accept the canvass results and proclamation for the April 4th, 2023 consolidated election. Any discussions, questions, clarifications? Good job, clerk. Please call the vote.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Resolution 23-23 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Anything else?
That's the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Village Administrator?
No report this evening.
Perfect. Thank you. Corporation Counsel? No report. Thank you. Reports by trustees. Trustee Khan?
No report.
Trustee Minks?
No report.
Trustee Sheba?
Yes, Your Honor. Additional upcoming dates and events to remember. Morton Grove 2023 Tree Walk, Saturday, June the 10th, 10 a.m. starting here at Village Hall. crayon and marker recycling program. Collection points are at Village Hall and the library, April 1st through June 30th. Remember to dispose of your crayons and markers appropriately as the school year ends. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Sheba. Trustee Thill.
No report.
Trustee Travis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Community Relations Commission events coming up. The Summer Adopt-A-Planter Program. Registration is now open and available on the village website. Plant pickup will be on Saturday, June 3rd at the Village Hall. And the community garage sale will be held June 9th, 10th, and 11th. And program registration is also on the village website, and you will be able to pick up your garage sale signs at the plant pickup on June 3rd. That is the end of my report. Thank you.
Before you go to your report, Trustee Wicko, I did not see a former trustee also in the audience tonight, Steve Blond. So, Steve, I don't know if it's the tan, I don't know what, I didn't see you sitting there. But you look good. Go ahead, Janine.
All right, tonight I have 5 ordinances. All of them are first reading, so there will be no action taken tonight, and they were all presented by Zoe Hydorn earlier, so I'm just going to read them into the record. The first is ordinance 23-09, approving a special use permit for a car wash at 9120 Waukegan Road in Morton Grove. Ordinance 23-10, approving a text amendment to modify regulations relating to nonprofit educational institutions in Morton Grove. Ordinance 23-11, approving a special use permit for a daycare center, nonprofit educational institution, and house of worship at 9233 Shermer Road in Morton Grove. Ordinance 23-12, approving a preliminary and final plat of subdivision and a planned unit development special use permit for an 89-unit townhome development at 8350 Lehigh Avenue in Morton Grove. Ordinance 23-13, approving a special use permit for a restaurant with a drive-through facility at 5843 Dempster Street in Morton Grove, Illinois. That's the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Other business tonight, we have the swearing in of our newly elected officials by Daniel P. DiMaria, village president. I am going to call Trustee Minks, Trustee Thill, Trustee Whitko, and Trustee Sheba down by the podium. So why do we line everybody up here? We're going to do is all together. I'll say state your name. I'll just point. You state your name, and we'll get this over. Then we can celebrate. Raise your right hands. I state your name. Do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove, and I will faithfully discharge all the duties of the office of Village Trustee of the Village of Morton Grove to the best of my ability. Congratulations. And then we have just a few things here we have to have signed. Yep, and then I'll bring these to the clerk. So I want to congratulate everybody. I want to thank everybody that participated in the election. You guys can come here and sign. We should have a pen. Terry, you got a pen there? So Rita, you can go. Again, I want to thank everybody that participated in the elections, the winners and the losers. It takes a lot to step up and serve your community, especially in these crazy times. No, that's all right. John, Phil next. Especially in these crazy times. So I admire anybody that puts their hat in the ring and does this. It's not a real fun spot to be sometimes, especially these days. But I can assure everybody that this board and the people that were elected by the residents of Morton Grove, whether unopposed or not, will keep Morton Grove moving in the right direction. It's great to have a team. Again, it's all about teamwork, and I think we have a great team assembled here. And things are moving in the right direction. So I'm humbled and blessed to be able to work with these officials, and I want to congratulate each of you again for your service to the village. I thank you, and God bless you guys, and God bless Morton Grove. Thank you. That being said, I said my remarks, so now we can start with our elected officials. If they have any comments they'd like to make, Rita Minks.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to say thank you first to my family for supporting my decision to run again as a trustee. Secondly, to my fellow board members for all the good work and collaborated efforts we put into our decision-making efforts. Thirdly, to our staff for supporting all our questions and providing us with all the details and knowledge we need to make strong, sound decisions to move our village forward. And lastly, to you, the residents, for turning out for our municipal elections and supporting our party as we strive to make Morton Grove the best town in the North Shore. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. Trustee Phil.
I have to start this by
I'm going down the list.
making a comment. When my wife and I were young, we lived in Rogers Park, and the man that I worked for lived in Morton Grove. And for 5 years, all I heard was Morton Grove this, Morton Grove that. So when it was our turn to start looking for a house, I had said to Marion, any community but Morton Grove. But I have to tell you, I've been lucky. I've been lucky in Morton Grove because it's a great community. It's a great community because we have so many people that step forward and volunteer for our community, for the boards, for the commissions. The village staff is outstanding, of course, led by an outstanding leader. I'm not going to mention any names. Outstanding police department, outstanding fire department, outstanding public works. Mike, you got yourself a goal there, and I'm sure that you're going to improve on it if anybody can. And I'd like to honor my fellow board members. None of us individually would be sitting here without the other. None of us will be making the decisions we make without the other. So I give credit to the fellow board members I'm sitting here with. I'm very lucky. And with that, end of my report.
Thank you, Trustee Thill. Trustee Sheba.
Thank you, Your Honor. First and foremost, I would love to thank my wife, who couldn't be here today. She's holding down the fort at home with the kids. I have to genuinely say that I'm so honored to be up here with this amazing staff. This team is unbelievable. You all have welcomed me with open arms. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more proud. I'm truly humbled by just the amount of support that I've received from my teammates up here and the staff at the village. You guys do an amazing job day in and day out. I can't begin to thank you for everything that you guys do. This village has been wonderful. I don't have somewhere else to call home. This is my home, my family's home. We're so proud to be in Morton Grove and accepted. And it's just amazing to be here. And every day I come into this village hall or come and see somebody, and it's always a smile on someone's face, and they're always so ready to help. And I've been around. I grew up in Chicago and moved to Skokie, and I can't begin to tell you how lucky we are to be here and how lucky I am to be a part of this. So thank you all, each and every single one of you, my teammates, my partners, and my community. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Whitko.
Thank you, Your Honor. I can't say it any better than my fellow board members have. I would add that I am extremely proud to represent this village, its residents. I'm grateful for staff for every day making our jobs so incredibly easy. And I'm so thankful to this board and especially Mayor DiMaria for always putting our own wants and needs and egos aside and putting the village first at every step and looking forward and taking us where we really should be getting and need to go. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Whitko. Presentations of warrants, Trustee Khan.
Thank you, Your
I'd like to present a warrant register for May 9, 2023 in the amount of $187,814.10. And I'd like to move to approve the warrant register as presented tonight.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Khan, seconded by trustee Whitco. Any discussions, questions, corrections, clarification? Hearing none. Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Sheba? Trustee Phil?
My kind of warrant list. Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitco?
Aye.
Trustee Khan?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
The warrants pass as presented, 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Residents' comments, Mr. Rudolph Vilk. Mr. Vilk, I'm going to remind you again, as I have in the past, if this is the same thing that you come here every 2 weeks about, I will cut your time down. I know there's freedom of speech, and I'm well aware of it, and I respect it. But again, I see the same notes here that you give us every 2 weeks. So if it's new, great. If not, there's reason to celebrate tonight, so I may cut you short, but have at it. Time is starting.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. You remember I start every time the same, everyone. I'm not talking everyone except somebody else, because I understand it's personal. But here present Teresa Hoffman-Listman, who 3 times or 4 times or 6 times, I don't know how many times, he passed against me, but I present in administration hearing court, and he don't care. That's it. Also, it's not for she, not for the, for she. For example, Trustee Vitko. Last time I asked she if she saved my letters, what I sent to all members of trustee. She said, "I'm not giving you answer." Trustee Vitko, you not understand this personal. I'm not use swear word. I ask you about your job. In your job, for example, Trustee Travis told me I saved all my letters. Trustee Till told me he deleted my letters. This is normal. I'm not agree with he delete. I agree with make Trustee Travis, but I totally surprised about you. Did you understand what it means personal? Personal, it means your answer. Please don't do this for future because it's very dangerous for you. And also, Mr. Ralph, he coming to village hall and he ignore me, but also he turned his face to me and make
Yeah, I got it.
like this.
1 minute, Rudy.
I'm not saying so. It's a good idea. This again. Also, Trustee Till. I'm sorry. It's next time. Mayor, I'm mayor in front of start my speech. He always told he sent to me answer for all my questions. This is not true. And I remind to you, give me just now answer, yes or no. I many times answer you, Kate, why you not signed your meeting between me, Ralph, and Teresa Hoffman-Listman. I not receive answer. Many times I ask you. One. Second one.
10 seconds.
I asking Ralph why he want put $1 million to change it water supply in answer. $1 million is not to, and he told me he continues to $1 million. I don't receive answer. Mr. Mayor, you understand you're responsible about everything what doing your employee and member of trustee. But it's not making your job. Please do me a favor, give me answer, but not say to people when you send me answer for all my questions because it's not true. I hope you understand this. And I hope I receive, read my letters, what I sent to member of trustee. It's have many questions to belong to you and your administration. Please, do me answer. Because next time when you start make it in front of me, my speech would not give answer. I tell you,
I need a motion to
do
adjourn.
not say
Motion to
true.
adjourn.
Motion is
Thank
made
you.
by trustee Minks. Is there somebody else? Oh, Cub Scouts, come on down.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Sure.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Robert Erickson. I'm a Morton Grove resident and volunteer with the Pathway to Adventure Council of the Boy Scouts. I'm here with my colleague Ted Begley, and we're really here for 2 minutes. First of all, to say thank you to the community for all the support they've given scouting over the years, and secondly, to invite everyone here to a brand new event that we're hosting for the very first time on May 25th that we call the Scouting Showcase. It's intended to do 2 things. First of all, to raise money for scouting, but also to show the world what scouting is like in 2023. When people hear Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, they think a couple of things. They think of the uniforms, the neckerchiefs, camping, helping people across the street, that sort of thing. We still do that, but since we were kids, we've added a lot more. For instance, scouting does an awful lot now with STEM. We have a huge new high adventure base in West Virginia. And we've made our flagship co-educational for the very first time a couple years ago. So May 25th, Scouting Showcase. The kids are the beneficiaries, but it's the adults who are going to be participants in this. It's for people 21 and older only. We're partnering with Rivers Casino in Des Plaines to host it. Admission to the event is $100 per person. That gets people 2 drinks, hors d'oeuvres, and an evening of hands-on scouting activities. So you get to be a kid again for 2 hours. Rivers Casinos will not let us build campfires in the building. I don't know why, but they said no. But we will be setting up tents. We'll be folding flags, practicing first aids. We're even going to have an adult Pinewood Derby while we're there. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of fun. It'll be 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Thursday the 25th. So to make this a success, what we've been doing is been reaching out to business and community leaders for their support. When we met with Mayor DiMaria last month, he was kind enough to invite us to come and speak to you all tonight so we could tell you about what we're doing. We would love to see you all there. We would love it if you brought your friends to come and participate as well. Again, it's $100. It's for a great cause. If you'd like to be a sponsor, you can contribute even more than that, but $100 is all it takes to get you in and support a great cause. How do people get tickets for this? Well, my colleague Ted Begley has come armed with a bunch of flyers on this. There's a website. There's a QR code that you can scan with your phone. It'll take you right to a place where you can buy tickets. If people don't have access to the flyers, if they're not here in person, website is www.tinyurl.com/Scouting Showcase 2023. Again, it's something brand new. We think it's going to be a lot of fun. We hope to see you all there. Anybody have any questions? All right, if not, thank you all very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out. And in a modern world, there's a lot of times we've got to go back to our core values and roots, and I think the scouting system for girls and boys is a great way to, stop playing video games, get out there and learn about life and how many, Eagle Scouts turn into successes. So your formula works. I hope we can make more people aware of this. So
Great. Well, thank you very
great
much.
job.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Any other residents' comments? With that, now I do need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Back to trustee Minks, make a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Minks, seconded by trustee Wickett to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned at